And the first thing we're going to do with it is go get Grains of Infinity. How do you get Grains of Infinity, Skitz? I'll tell you, silly pants. Just be patient. We go down to bedrock and we light it on fire. Ah! Fuck! The elevator! Fuck me! Hello, friends, and oh god. Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 52? 52 of Modded Minecraft Survival with me, your host, SkitzTGPG. And I'm here wearing my fancy red dress. You missed me. Okay. And look into some enchantments. Now, there's a couple ways I want to work on enchantments. There's a couple ways we can make our own enchanted books. There are two main ones. The first is obviously Ars Nouveau because there's literally an enchanter. Among all the many other things that it does through the mod, it also does that. It does the thing. So we're going to go ahead and use that for some of them. And then for others, like Mending, which I really want to put together, I can't craft that with that. I need an enchanter from Ender.io. So we're going to build one of those as well. But I'm not sure where I want to put it because this is where I keep all the magic, right? But Ender.io is sort of techie. It doesn't really fit. I know where I can put it. Yep, here we go. There's the extractor. Hello? The spawner's down here. So it's just a noise we'll have to get used to. So we're definitely gonna... Enchantments from items will be transferred into books. So that's cool because that will let us take any enchanted items we have in our inventory and pull the enchantments off and put them into books and then combine them all together to get really good ones. So, for example, we'll take this fishing rod with Unbreaking 3. And we will put it in the enchantment extractor. And it will suck the Unbreaking 3 out and give us the fishing rod. Neato! But that's only half of our equation. We also need an enchantment applicator. Also from Industrial Foregoing. Where are my dissolution chambers? Am I losing my goddamn mind? I am. I move things around on myself and then I get confused because many things about me are small, including my brain. Okay. Don't mind me just dancing while I wait for the thing to finish. Put that in there and make a thingy-ma-baba doohickey. This is going to apply enchantments. Can you believe it? Now we've got that. So it's got power. Now we need to funnel our experience into it. And then we're going to grab just a bucket of each type of experience so that it knows that this will take either types of fluid. Keep those, actually. Might be handy later. We grab a piece of cable, and right now, nothing. We're going to set this to run with redstone. Well, we don't really need it to because it's going to be used on a case-by-case. So we're going to plug this in, and what we should see is this will fill with one of the two experience fluids. Essence. Perfect. Now, I'm going to want this to charge up just a little bit faster.
because that was nonsense.
So we're going to put some... Okay. And if we throw that in there... There we go. It's got a 1,000,000 buffer. Now, I've run into bugs with this before, where I've customized the tank capacity, and it has not liked that, and peed all of my experience away. So, we're going to keep just a close eye on this boyo. And now, let me make sure this isn't draining still. Nope. Nice. Okay, so this seems to be behaving for the time being. So what this will let us do is we have essence, and as long as we have it, it'll refill it, and we can use this to put an item in and an enchanted book in. It basically functions like an anvil, right? With a much larger capacity than I personally have. Speaking of, whatever levels I did hang on to between all those deaths, I should probably drop them off. Not a lot. So, you know what? One more thing I wanted to do is make the traveler's clothes. Get back into my usual gear. Got the chest plate. Alright, next let's do the pants. Let's do the copper. And then the traveler's boots. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You love to see it. An oldie, but a goodie. Strong Season 1 vibes. Plus, I like the little gloves. They're neat. Alright. What was I doing? Armor. Oh, yeah. I was enchanting armor. Right. So, we set up the enchantment applicator so we can apply the enchantments, but we still need the enchanter from Ender.io. Whoop! Ow! My knees. And Ender.io is another tech mod by some really great people. There's a nice old one that we hadn't seen in a long time. And when it came out for 1.20, I was like, yum, 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 yum. So, it does a lot. All sorts of cool tech stuff. We're not going to get into too much of it, but we are going to build the enchanter. We have everything we need. We have barely enough. Then we need one of these. What the hell's a solarium ingot? Energetic alloy. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to build an alloy smelter. Well, I guess we're getting the absolute bare bones beginnings of Ender.io. And the first thing we're going to do with it is go get Grains of Infinity. How do you get Grains of Infinity, Skitz? I'll tell you, silly pants. Just be patient. We go down to bedrock and we light it on fire. Ah! Fuck! The elevator fucked me! Okay. Get away here. Hey, last time I was down here, I ran for my life.
Ooh, Skitz. You probably just mine off camera and you just cheat everything in.
Mm-hmm. Yep, totally. Alright. Okay, the elevator's down here, so let's set some bedrock on fire. And there's a chance, every time you do it, that you'll get something called Grains of Infinity. And this is one of the most important beginner resources for Ender.io. Possibly more than just beginner. It's been a long time. Oh, I hear some of it. Yeah! Ow! Ooh. We got 4, 5. Hooray! Opa, etc. Oakley dokley. So we have the grains of it. Oh, you know what? I want to go down one more. Down one more. 2 more. I know my own base. What? Who are you people? How'd you get in here? And then let's make an alloy smelter, which just needs a void chassis. Oh, jeez. I need a capacitor? What the hell? Okay. 1 capacitor, please. Oh, okay. Hey, now it's gaining power and running. All right. So we have the machine we need to make the stuff, specifically these things. So we need solarium. And then what do we need for the other one? Energetic alloy. Cool. Yeah, those ingredients seem like they'd be pretty energetic. Cool. All right. Put one of these boyos together. Grab some lapis. So let's go see if Ender.io is blowing smoke up my tiny gnome ass or not. According to this stuff, I should be able to go... Right? Oh, I need a book and quill. That makes sense. If we go book and quill, energy rod 15, mending. I just, enchantment cost 21. So, experience. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's go up to level 1 lab. And we'll go over to our refined fluid room. And let's put a wash. Nope, not in there. Let's put a wash station where we can dump fluid XP on ourselves.
Pour some sugar on me.
You know? Not in here though, because it's crowded. We'll do it. Yeah. Right. Fuck it. Tap. We need a fluid XP tap. And then we just need a tank. There we go. And so what this is doing is it's slowly but surely pumping fluid experience. However, I'm noticing that the capacity on the jumbo is actually a little high. So we're gonna drain that first, and I'll show you how this works. You pop the XP tap on, and then we just sit here and let it pile up on top of us. Well, I would say pile, except this tank was limited. But once we grab a tank with a sensible amount, we'll get some refined upgrades. Bang. And now if we turn this, boom, look at that, immediately filled. And so now, if and I felt like it, now I only needed 21 levels for mending, but now we can just come in here and get it dumped on us whenever we need a lot of it. Typically it's in the system, so we don't need a lot of it. On us, I mean, but just in case we do, now we can do it. So, look at that. Mending. Now, we do it 3 more times. Well, before we do that, let's take our heretic helmet off. And look at that. Mending. So we're going to do that to the rest of our armor. Faster! Okay. Book. Thing. Boom. Mending. Book. Thing. Mending. Book. Thing. Mending. That was easy. Huh. Okay. Well, let's go take this. Mending on that. So between that and the repairing thread, we shouldn't have an issue where our armor breaks again. And if we do, I'm going to be pissed off. Alright. So we've got mending on our armor. That's pretty cool. That takes care of the mending part, but I also want to put like protection and other things on the armor. So to do that, we're going to go to our Mage Tower compound thing again, and we're going to head over to the enchanting apparatus. Here we go. And now, for something I hope you really enjoy, we're going to we made mending, we made this, and this. Let's make sharpness. So if we make sharpness, we can make it with 2 blocks of quartz, a block of source gem, and a block of lapis. We should be able to go boop, 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 and then throw a book in there. Yeah. And this will make sharpness 1. Sharpness 1 get. Now, we're not done. So we can use sharpness 1 to make a sharpness 2. We just need more stuff. So we'll grab this, throw sharpness 1 in there. And that'll turn it into sharpness 2. And I think it goes... It goes up to sharpness 5 through Ars Nouveau. So that's where we're going to go. Sharpness 5. Alright. Now we could throw this on our enchanter's sword. You know what? We could throw mending on it too. Why don't we do that real quick? Hello? Alright, enchantment applicator, throw this, and mending. Cool. Alright. And then we're going to throw this in sharpness 5. So it does 8 damage, now it does 11.5 damage. Okay. I'll take it. Anything's better than nothing. And what's nice is it burns this thing's buffer, and not our personal experience. And since we have, you know, quite a bit just lying around, you said it, buddy, we have the capability of doing a lot with this. So, got everything mending. We've got sharpness 5 on our sword. Looting, protection. Protection's a little bit more involved. Bada bing, bada boom. We have protection 1 cooking. Yeah. Now, we need protection 1 to make protection 2. Oh god, this is gonna get more and more okay, we're gonna go make some, I'm gonna go stockpile some essences real quick. Oh no. Finally, protection 5. And I don't think we can craft higher than that. Nope. But that's okay. We have other ways of circumventing that, but not right now. Alright, let's put protection on our chest piece. Right here and right here. That'll apply that. Now we have protection 5. Cool beans. So we're going to basically do that, but for all our armor and for a lot of different enchantments. But before that, what we need to do is go through all the enchanted items that we have and pull the enchantments off, because we can do that. So, for example, we have mana regen. Let's focus. Protection 3, right? Let's just grab a bunch of protections for now. Okay, so this is a great way to demonstrate. So we're going to take the extractor, and it's set to pull to books. I'm going to throw this in here. That's going to pull the protection 3 off. There we go. I'm going to throw this in there. That's going to pull quite a bit off. There's the protection 2. And the mana boost 2. Cool. And then we're going to throw this in there. That's going to pull out the protection 2. And the reach. And now we have 3 useless pieces of armor we can chuck. So, now we have these. So, we can go in here. Oh, that's right. This won't let us combine books. Hop in our anvil. Throw the 2 protection 2s together to get protection 3. Get protection 4. And then, now that we already have protection 4, we'll go over to our enchanting apparatus and make a protection 5. If we had the essences. And now we can just make that protection 5. Now we can go over to our enchantment applicator again. And we can take our pants off. Who doesn't love taking their pants off? And put protection 5 on that too. Bang. Just like that, we got a little bit extra oomph. So I'm going to keep consolidating all of that stuff between episodes. And then we'll come back and I want to jump into one more thing that's going to boost our power. But I'll go over what I was able to put together. There's a lot. There's a lot of items. And a lot of them are enchanted. So I got some work to do. But when we come back, I'll have all of my enchantments consolidated. And hopefully it'll be a little bit less nuts in here. So we'll work on that. But like I said, thank you again so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you had some fun. I know I did. We learned a lot and we got a lot done. And like I said, next episode, we'll jump into another mod that's going to augment our power quite a bit. And that's also going to be taking place at the Mage Tower. So we'll go into that next time. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye.